Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Some of you have been asking me about luxury. All sorts of types of luxury, and luxury in particular related to the Chanel 31 Rue CAMBON boutique. And I have done a 31 Rue CAMBON Chanel boutique kind of review video on my channel, so you could check that out in the description box down below. How did I call it? Like 31 Rue CAMBON Exposed. Like that was my my title for the video, and I go into depth about, you know, how the boutique works and this and that, but in particular the problematic of the boutique being kind of like a supermarket in general, you know. And for those of you who have been seeing that video and realizing how quick kind of sales go in that boutique and how very little space and time is actually given to luxury, you've been asking me, well, you know, is it worth it to go there, not to go there? And I always say, yes, go there for sure. If anything, just to ask, and I say to allow you to take a picture on Coco Chanel's, you know, mirror staircase, which is always amazing and worth seeing and worth photographing. It's a historic milestone of fashion history, style history, and heritage. So it's, by all means, do go there if you get a chance while you're in Paris. But I was kind of exchanging a couple of comments with a fellow subscriber of mine, and we were like discussing this topic of, you know, like where to go and how to, you know, because basically this is the thing, like she is going with her husband to Paris and was wondering, you know, how the boutique is and stuff like that. And I said, well, listen, you know, if he's bored and he would like to sit, you know, 31 Rue CAMBON is not really a place where you can kind of just sit comfortably as a guy or also as a woman. I mean, they have like a shoe section where ladies are trying on shoes. You could sit there on those things to try on shoes. But of course, if you're a guy sitting there waiting for your wife that's walking around the boutique, the essays are going to look at you strange, like you're taking up space from some customer that potentially can sit and buy a shoe. So, you know, you sit, you try on a shoe, you purchase a shoe, and you leave. Some counters, especially in the section where you have costume jewelry or watches, they have these kind of like bar, kind of like high chairs. You know, you could like sit at the counter and look at the jewelry. But there's no real place like a comfortable niche, you know, like little surrounding where you could just comfortably sit. There is, but that is for luxury. And here we get to this point of what is luxury. So the point is this. Luxury is not luxury anymore, guys. And this is something that we've noticed. It's been happening since some time now, and it's kind of become blatantly obvious in the past years. You know, luxury is, all of these luxury brands, they need kind of the masses. The middle class is dying out in a way. So you have stuff that's affordable by all means. I mean, you know, luxury is still not affordable, of course, by everybody, but they do produce massive quantities of a lot of these products, which they then kind of sell in. Example, 31 Rue CAMBON. I'm not just talking about Chanel, I'm talking about all the brands in general, all luxury brands in general. So, but particularly Chanel is interesting as an example because you could enter the boutique and you could, like, you know, just walk through it quickly. Either you waltz in and you give them a code of the product you want, they give it to you, you pay, you leave. But there's no real amazing discovering the boutique and, you know, seeing the products. Nobody really has the right time to give you to really go through that. They try. It's not that they're not trying, but it's just overwhelming also for them. And so the entire space has been kind of constructed throughout the years to be fitted and suited for a quick arrival, purchase, and leave. Unless you know, you're not an haute couture customer that buys high fashion, or a VIP customer, or a VIP in general, not just a customer, but just a VIP that through PR then goes to Chanel. Then you get a special room, then you get a place to sit, then you get your treats, your cookies, everything, you know. You have your own little kind of loungy area. That happens to VIPs, and that happens to really special customers, and that happens to the haute couture customers. The regular luxury customers that in the 80s were treated that way with a special room, you know, are not treated that way anymore. Now the regular luxury customer has become a fashion customer that purchases fashion brands that cost a lot of money and still guise it under the name of luxury, but just because they're expensive, not anymore because they deliver the full passion and the full kind of 360-degree aspect of what luxury should be, or what we're used to it being, or what it has been in the past. So it's a bit of an issue. Luxury is not luxury anymore. Luxury, the real luxury today, is going to set you back tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, even millions. I mean, if we're talking cars and stuff, but just clothes. If you're purchasing a luxury Chanel, you're spending around 100 grand. That's luxury. Buying a brooch for 400 euro is not luxury anymore. It is to us. It is because we love the brand. It is because but we love the brand. We love the heritage. We love the design behind it. We love, I don't know, the dreams it makes us dream. But that ain't luxury. That's a quick buck for them, and so it's treated accordingly. It's treated as something that is like fast fashion. You come in, you purchase, and you leave, and no questions really asked. Like, you can't demand too much. That's the contorted kind of vision or mentality about it. Like, you can't ask too much because you're not spending that amount that some customers spend, And this, I'm not saying is always the case, but when it is the case, it's very unflattering to me, because it kind of like shows you how it makes you feel out of place. You're in this place, you want to purchase something that you love very much. If you get the right essay that is also on your side and appreciates your love and devotion for a certain brand, then it's all kind of good. They make the experience worthwhile somehow. But if it's not for them, and if you get the wrong essay, and if you have kind of a feeling that you're a bit out of place, and then they smell that on you, and then they also feel like, okay, you're not really a customer that's going to purchase much, you might get that slightly snobby treatment, and you might get that feeling that no matter how much money you leave there, it ain't going to be enough. You're still not going to have that luxurious feeling when you leave the place. So I always say, you bring luxury with yourself. Coco Chanel, when she was alive, bless her little heart, she would say, luxury is not the opposite of poverty. Luxury is the opposite of vulgarity. And this is something that many luxury brands have forgotten today. And I say treat every, customer that comes into your boutique as if they were king. And I'm not saying as if they were king in terms of them being a brat, being spoiled, or thinking they own the world. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying acknowledge the fact that this person that enters your boutique loves your brand and respects your brand a lot. So give them back that respect. Now, I bring the luxury when I arrive with how I behave, with how I talk about the products that they're showing. I just show them a lot of respect. I show the essays a lot of respect. I show the brand a lot of respect. And I hope always that I get that respect in return. That helps a lot to contributing to, feeling that luxury feel. But that's been lacking a lot lately. So in a lot of these places, you don't really receive that amazing, incredible treatment that goes along with the amazing, incredible high prices. And hence, all of a sudden, a luxury is not luxury anymore. It becomes like a halfway luxury. It's like, quick consumption. And I really don't like that. To me, luxury is forever. So if I'm buying a Chanel brooch, a seasonal Chanel brooch, just because it says it's a seasonal Chanel brooch doesn't mean I'm just going to wear it one season. I'm going to have it for the rest of my life, or until the brooch freaking breaks. You know what I mean? And I expect that from that. I expect that from something that I love so much. I don't purchase, in general, fashion goods as a notion of something that I'm just going to wear for a couple of months, and then, heaven forbid, I were to wear it again a year later because people are going to judge me for it. I really don't roll that way, and I don't like when people roll that way, because people that roll that way have not understood one single thing about what really research for design means and aesthetic. So unfortunately, a lot of the luxury today caters to that type of customer, and that's why I say luxury is not luxury anymore today. Just to clarify, because we've had this debate running in the comment sections underneath several videos, and I think it's a really fascinating and interesting comment, or not a comment, but a debate or a topic, because it really brings, a lot of thoughts to mind. And I made another video where I mentioned that, luxury fashion is dead. And there's a lot of like stuff, you know, we contribute to that as clients because we also arrive, you're bringing certain things to the table, certain needs, or perhaps we lack certain knowledge, so we don't care if the product is lacking a certain quality or this or that. You know what I mean? So kind of brands get accustomed to that as well. They get spoiled too, and then they deliver less and less and less. Mind you, there was no such thing as prêt-à-porter in the past. In the 70s, there was haute couture. After Chanel died, the new people that arrived, you know, they kind of, the prêt-à-porter fashion began. And then prêt-à-porter all of a sudden started rising in prices. So what haute couture used to cost back in the day is now the price of prêt-à-porter. And haute couture has risen to stellar heights, almost unaffordable heights. So, and kind of the haute couture has become luxury, while the prêt-à-porter has become fast fashion with perhaps just luxe in it. And under luxe, that's not a cool, hip, trendy abbreviation of luxury. No, it's half of luxury. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you like this video. If you have, please do thumb it up and tell me what you think about this topic in the comment section down below. If you haven't already and wish to, please do subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. No matter how they treat us and how they behave, we're still going to bring poise, elegance to the table because we never give up on love. Love you guys. See you soon. Take care. Bye.